Hi, well, it's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. I had the opportunity to interview you last year for Halloween Kills.
Online?
Yes, online.
I mean, on Zoom.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
I remember.
Ah, really? That's good. Well, I just wanted to first ask you, we have arrived to the end of the franchise. So, what can the audience expect of this final confrontation between Laurie and her boogeyman? How is it addressed in the movie?
Well, I think you know by the name of the movie that Laurie and Michael are going to come into contact, that this is an inevitable battle between good and evil, that it started out that he was purely evil and she was the epitome of good, smart, kind, gentle young girl. So we know there's an inevitable conflict, but it's a bigger movie than that. It takes a bigger swing emotionally. It allows, it's a 4-year time cut, and now it allows Laurie Strode to have stepped into the beginning of healing, the beginning of trying to process all of the loss and grief in her life. And for a second you think maybe she's going to be okay, maybe it's going to be okay, and then of course it comes crashing down.
So we have seen an evolution of the perspective of Laurie regarding Michael Myers. So what do you think is Laurie's perspective of Michael? Is it a human being or a non-human entity? What does it represent to Laurie?
I think it has evolved. I think right now he's a ghost, because at the beginning of the movie he's disappeared. And he's a bad ghost, you know, he's a ghost that, but he's a man. At the end of the day, he's a man. And she's a woman. And I think that's also inherent in this final battle.
Well, we have talked about, well, the battle between the protagonists, but also a whole community has been affected by Michael Myers.
Yes.
So how is this confrontation addressed in the film?
Well, the community, the poisoning of the community, what his acts of violence has perpetrated is a poisoning of the community. They're against Laurie Strode. Why would you be against Laurie Strode? And that's the second wave that level of grief takes on, is the poisoning of people against victims. And it's very much happening in the world today. So it's an interesting and important subject to discuss.